Welcome back, SGL, for a not so common Wednesday night stream. This is the only Mazar, and I'm only just gonna kick off the stream. We have a great matchup here for you all tonight between the top of the table Frontera, SD Chrome, and LaCinco12, who are just behind the top four but can potentially break into it if they get a good result here. Now, as I said at the start, I am only going to be conducting the introductions. I'm not going to go on for too long because we have a brand new commentary pairing for you all over here. So, welcome on in, Loy Boy and Adifo.
Hello. I am excited to be here. This is going to be a good game. I feel an upset may be coming.
Hello, it's Adifo. Good to be here with you, little boy.
That's great.
So
yeah, looking forward today.
Indeed. So I'm gonna let you guys take it on from here, and I'll step back and try and get everything set up. So guys, take it away.
All right. Well, it seems that Difo's in the car right now, returning home still. But this game, both teams here, pretty solid. I mean, FSD Chrome is unstoppable right now, as LaCinco12 is an underdog for sure going into it. But I mean, I kind of just sense an upset coming, or at least a game 5. That'd be awesome in my opinion, as long as they get their start for LaCinco12. But if they don't have it, then I mean, FSD is pretty unstoppable once they have momentum.
Yeah, definitely don't count out LaCinco12. They might be looking to get some vengeance for last week's cup match.
That is true. But, I mean, if Palace is as hot-headed as he is while he's talking, then I do sense anything is possible. But against Shaybomb, and I mean, Shaybomb as of recent has been very, very good. He's kind of just extremely annoying to play against in a very, very complimented way. And then Chelsea Man, their new add-on, I believe, he is also a tough player to play against. So it's kind of just reliant on if LaCinco12 can play, like, just keep level-headedness against them. I mean, Mikey Ducky is going to be in the back. He will save every shot that comes at him if he's in the goal. So you have to catch him on the rotate. And then if it's not those three playing, I've seen French Toast play. He is very, very solid. He's not like a bad fourth man to come in. I have not seen Munza Death, but I don't doubt he'll still, be valuable if he plays. But I mean, it's just getting past Meki Ducky in the goal and then dealing with Chelsea and Shaybomb with their commits that come out of nowhere. But if they can't handle that, then I don't see LaCinco12 getting past game 4, but I'm not counting them out.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. I've seen Chelsea play.
And then, yeah, in terms of LaCinco12, I mean, Palace is definitely leading in terms of his voice, and then also not leading in terms of goals. That's actually Runsao with 15. He's solid. I remember when we played them, it was a very, very rough game 1, and even after we bounced back, it was not an easy game whatsoever. I mean, they definitely know how to play Rock League, and they know how to play it well. They will have to play well today, but it's just momentum based, I feel like, in this one. Yeah, looking at the stats, I mean, Chrome obviously has a way better look with all their wins, but I mean, for being outside the top 4, LaCinco12 have very, very solid stats. I mean, they're averaging goals, they are getting good saves, they're not unreliable in that back half of their field, but it's just gain the goals at the end, they kind of struggle with. They don't really have a set finisher per game. They have to, find each other a lot more, I feel like, in this game especially.
Yeah, and just to jump in, Loy Boy, because I think Adaifo's still getting set up and getting ready to go. I do believe, for LaCinco12, they need everything to go their way, because Frontera is the sort of side that can absorb all the pressure, and they'll deal with as many attacks as they can, and then they'll hit you on the counter and score a goal almost instantly. I mean, if you look at the save comparison here, Frontera almost has as many saves as LaCinco12, but they concede a little bit less and they score way more. That's because their whole playstyle revolves around that counterattack, and they're so good at getting that first pass out to the first player far up into the midfield or even the opposite half. And that's how they get a good number of their goals.
Yeah, I mean, they always have a guy in just a very awkward spot in the field. It is very unenjoyable play against them because you never have free time on the ball. Their pressure is relentless.
Absolutely. And what's interesting? We talked about Munzadeth. You said you didn't really get to see much of him, and he can be effective. We have Shaybomb and Captain Bruisin. Good to see you in the chat, Captain Bruisin. Both talking about Muds. But I will say this. I don't know if he's had that kind of start to the season that, they'd probably hope for him to have, but I mean, it's still early on in the season, no?
I mean, it is, and as much as stats don't look it at times, I mean, everyone starts at 0 goals when they don't have any games, so when you only play 3 games, it's not expected to just, have 3 games where you have a goal game. Like, that happens. That is not something to be down over, of course.
Oh, absolutely. I think for him in particular, he needs to figure out which 2 teammates he can work best with. I mean, they've tried a bunch of different combinations. They've had Munzadeth play with Mecky Ducky and Fiery French Toast. They've had him play with Chelsea Man and Shaybomb. I think they've tried Shaybomb, Munzadeth, and Mecky Ducky as well, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been trying different combinations with him. I think the best performance that he's had was against Sounders RC in the Cup when it was him, Fiery French Toast, and Mecky Ducky. So we'll see if that combination comes out. I mean, Shay is in the chat. Shay could probably tell us if they plan on rotating, but that's one thing that Frontera Chrome has been doing all season. Anytime they've had like a good number of players, they've always been rotating.
Yeah, I mean, rotating is just a lot more fun. I mean, with Timbers, we rotated in the Cup match, and like, we didn't win, but it's a lot more enjoyable when everyone is there and everyone's playing. And it looks like we will not have French Toast tonight, but...
Well, we shall see, yes. The lineups are in, and they are ready to go. I did say I'll let Loy Boy and Adaifo take care of it. Adaifo's still getting set up, just as a heads up, so he's not yet ready to get started. Wait, Shay says no toast tonight. Oh, I missed that. My bad, Loy Boy. Oh, if it's no Fiery French Toast, then, dare I say it, LaCinco12 has a chance.
It's never out of the rhyme for them. I mean, they are very much a momentum team. So they just have to start strong. If they don't, they have to kick it back as early as possible. But it's fully reliant on that, in my opinion.
So, Loy Boy, both teams are in, and both teams are ready to go. As they come in and get started, do you have a quick prediction for us? And chat, feel free to weigh in with your predictions as well.
I really want LaCinco12 coming back, but I have Frontera SD Chrome in 4, 3-1. If they're on their game, they're unstoppable.
Yep, I agree. I think it's going to be a sweep. I think Frontera going to sweep LaCinco12. I just struggle to see LaCinco12 really getting even a point out of this game unless they clean up their game, clean up their finishes, clean up their rotations, and just, not be as sloppy as they were in the Cup.
Yeah, I mean, it's doable for them. I've seen them play good, especially against us. They definitely play good. Looks like teams are joining now.
A little late, a little slow, but they're in, and they are ready to get going. As the clock ticks down, here we go, Loy Boy. Frontera Chrome versus LaCinco12.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, already a lot of pressure coming out of LaCinco. This is how they want to start. Just keep them in the back foot. But that's...
Just like that, Loy Boy, you can see how quickly they launched the ball forward. LaCinco12 deal with that pretty well. And that's one thing I like about LaCinco12. They are very good at pinning you back.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and they're just good at their clears. I mean, you don't really see a whiff off a free clear from them. And I mean, yeah, there's some pressure coming out early. Not best shot, but comes mid for runaway. Runs out, almost getting a free shot. Great save by Munza.
The chat was talking about Munza Death as well, and now they might talk about Chelsea, man. He just doesn't get enough power, Loy Boy. Surely that should have been 1-0 to them.
Yeah, you just have to expect some mistakes happening. Not gonna be pure perfection, but ooh, that's bouncing towards goal. Meki's forced to do something pretty low on boost. I mean, it's just, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Ball's just kind of hanging in the midfield, but now Munza Death finally brings it forward. I will say, though, we haven't been talking about Meki Ducky much, you know? Typically, he tends to be very active, but he's been a little quiet at the start here, no?
True. I mean, I agree. I think he's just nailing his rotations. I mean, ooh, that's a big chance. That's a goal. Wow. That's a fake challenge that just catches him off guard. I mean, Chelsea man goes up and Devin plays the touch. No touch happens and it just rolls into the goal.
Hey,
I mean, we're talking about Meki Ducky not being in, but that's a goal for Meki Ducky.
Indeed it is. And you know what? Since I brought him up and started talking about him, hey, you're welcome, Meki Ducky. I did my job. No curse right here. That's a blessing for you, brother.
Oh yeah, but oh my god! Wow, I really thought that was a save from Meki Ducky. Maybe the curse was yet to happen. I mean, great touch by Palace. It looks like he got faked. And maybe a questionable bounce off the goal from Meki Ducky there, but that's a goal, and that's definitely going to keep LaCinco12 in for this match.
I mean, that is the perfect response, but how is it that Meki Ducky tries to pinch shot off the post and the ball still goes in? Because it went out and then it gravitated in somehow. Like, I've not seen that before.
I have no clue. That is just, unfortunately, that's Rocket League at its greatest as of right now, with the servers being how they are.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but for now, Frontera has to deal with it, and LaCinco12, well, they're back in it. We'll see how they can keep this up.
Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty awkward. I mean, LaCinco12 are doing very good at not giving, like, just a pure chance so far, and, I mean, the pressure is pretty unrelentless as, oh my god, what a save by Meki Ducky!
You know,
I mean, you have to expect it from him.
Exactly, and even when he's quiet, he can come out with like those big defensive moments, and he definitely did that right there. And they might need to rely on him again as he comes up and challenges in the midfield and gets the ball to the other half.
Ooh, that's a chance. That's a goal for Munza Death. That's the first goal of the season. I mean, Shaybom said at the start, I mean, nobody's stopping him tonight, and it's gonna be a 3-0, so I mean, if he's shooting like that, then I don't doubt it.
Seriously, you know what? Munz, heads up play from him. Ball just creeping in front of the goal. You gotta attack that, and you know what? I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, LaCinco12 are still not letting them really breathe in the back. As a shot from Paz, what a rip! That's a great shot. That's a great aerial. And that's a lot of power from the wheels of the car.
I feel like, you know, this is what I've been waiting for from Palace. He had so many chances against Casey Calder in the Cup that he just missed, surprisingly, to the point where Gnostics got annoyed by him in commentary. So now that he's coming out, getting a brace with precise finishing, you know what? That's a great sign for LaCinco12. And who knows? The potential for an upset is still there.
I mean, there's still definitely, I don't really see LaCinco12 find each other. I mean, I say that now, Palace is in the middle. I mean, he's finishing just fine right now. He's already got the hat trick. That's just a great read off the ceiling. Way B there, and Mecky Ducky is just a little bit out of reach from the ball.
What an insane attacking player right there. The whole LaCinco12 team looking incredibly brave. You know, Chelsea man did the right thing to go for it, but he was not ready for that challenge from Devin. Got beaten at the end. Mecky Ducky had to pick a spot. He went high, Palace went low. And you know what? LaCinco12 lead, and against the table-topping Frontera Chrome, that is a massive, massive scoreline for them so far. And it might get even more massive, because Runsau's now involved in the goals, and he extends the lead to 2, and it's 4-2 to the boys of Austin FC.
Yeah, I mean, that's just great sight reading from Runsau to see that the goal is open like that and take the shot there. I was going to say before that I didn't see LaCinco12 finding each other on the offense, and they're just having that pressure off the back wall, but I mean, they're finding each other off the back wall, and just doing that will definitely be enough for this match.
One thing I've been surprised by, though, is how open Frontera have been defensively. I've not seen them concede 4 goals like this at any point in their season. And now outside of you guys in week 1, I haven't seen them concede 4 goals in this manner. So what have you noticed about their game that's different now?
It looks pretty, yeah, I mean, another double commit there. I think there's maybe a little bit of panic. I don't know, since the first goal kind of didn't come in purely to a defensive error, but I mean, it looks like there's just a little bit of panic in the defensive end for Frontera.
And you know what? That panic has kind of worked out for Frontera for now. Devin also coming up with a big defensive action right there. Oh, Ducky just off target too. But LaCinco12, you guys have proven me wrong. I called for a sweep. Y'all already got your point. Well done to you guys. LaCinco12 take game 1 against the table-topping Frontera Chrome.
Yeah, I mean, that is truly what they needed. If they hold on to this momentum, I do see them winning the series, but I'm never gonna count Frontera out. They are for sure in this match.
Oh, absolutely. We should never have to count them out. Now, I know you talked about the panicking and all. You know, you've been in these situations in the past, or if at all. What would you do if you saw your teammates, or if you dealt with some panic yourself in these situations? How would you shift your mentality?
I mean, you just gotta bring it up, comms, you gotta communicate as well as you can in that situation. You have to just make sure it's known, because maybe it's just a communication error, someone's not calling that they're going for the ball, and so then someone goes for it not knowing that they're going. You just gotta let it be known, gotta talk more, try and get talking, even when you're not near the ball, and then they'll kind of translate to being near the ball. But I mean, I think Frontera, they're maybe just need to take a chill pill, slow it down, think about every move that's happening, and have intent with their touches and aerials. But I mean, that one is just, there's a few double commits and maybe a misread or two off the back wall, and I mean, that's Rock League, that's gonna happen, so I don't blame them for back wall misses. But it's, when you have double commits and you have back wall miss, there's no one in the goal, so you just have to find that breathing room.
Yeah, and you said it earlier. The communication is paramount. Easier said than done, though. You know, a lot of people, when they're focused so much on their gameplay, they struggle to let out words, telling people where they are and all. I think that itself also takes practice, and we need to appreciate that communication in Rocket League is a skill. It's not something you can take for granted.
Yeah, it is very much so not something you can take for granted, but it's also not hard to learn. It's very easy once you put your mind to it, once you set aside your gameplay from your thoughts. But even I forget to talk all the time. It's just I'm so focused on what I'm doing that talking goes out the window until someone's like, hey, you're not talking. I'm like, oh, I gotta talk. So definitely important to, be aware.
Oh, totally. I get it. And after a little bit of a delay, we are going to kick off game 2 right here. Here we go. LaCinco12 getting a big game 1 win, 4-2 winners. And they
That's
might
a
just
kickoff!
extend that with their first goal straight out of kickoff. LaCinco12 won game 1, and they're getting on their way to winning game 2.
God, that is a very, very solid hard cheat from Devin. I mean, Mecky Ducky is just in an awkward spot there. There's not much you can do. And, I mean, a response needs to come out quick, in my opinion, from Frontera, because this momentum does not seem like it's going to be slowing down.
Indeed. And, you know, part of that might come from the substitution. Shaybomb is now in. 4 months of death. Shaybomb, Chelsea Man, and Mecky Ducky was the trio that was playing some incredible Rocket League in the first few weeks of the season. Without Fiery French Toast, this trio is going to have to make it count in this game, too. We'll see if they can, but for now, they are behind.
Yeah, and I mean, Shaybomb coming in, he's, in my opinion, one of the most on-the-ground, best rotating players in the league. I mean, he's like all fundamentals, so with him in the game, I mean, it's definitely not over, but it is definitely still leaning towards LaCinco12.
Indeed it is. And right now, LaCinco12 have to do a bit of defending, but they've done so well. I mean, you've talked about their clearances, right? Like, they've been so good at them. They rarely miss from the backboard. You don't see them getting a miss hit either, Loy Boy. That's the key for them to prevent themselves from getting pegged back, right?
Yeah, I mean, they just have to rely on that. I mean, a few double commits are coming out, but none there really putting them out of position. Like, yeah, Devin there just putting it long is forcing Frontera to do something, and there's a whiff. Goal's open for Palace. I mean, great control by Palace to recognize that it's open off that whiff, and like just good reactions. But that's not a whiff you want to have if you're Frontera.
You know, the last person I expected to whiff was Chelsea Man 13, and he whiffed. And my jaw is dropped right now. I have no idea how this is happening. This is going to be an upset of all upsets if LaCinco12 can do it. But once again, very early, and Frontera have come back in the past like they did against Sounders RC a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and good shot by Shaybomb there. Palace is there shut down, and Runstyle is finding Palace. Palace not able to reach it. I mean, yeah, seeing Chelsea Man whiff like that, it's definitely a bit outside of his characteristics, but unfortunately, that's gonna happen. And I mean, great touch by him, definitely putting LaCinco12 on the back, but I mean, they just have control, and I don't really doubt they're gonna get this out. Never mind, a big demo. Mecky Ducky is there. Great read by Mecky Ducky, finding a goal, maybe can start a bounce back. That is, I mean, it's just all off that demo by Shaybomb, and Mecky Ducky reading a little bit of an outwards wall read. It's not over for him.
Not at all. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. LaCinco12 are up 2-1, but might the momentum be shifting in the direction of the San Diego boys? What a save, Loy Boy! That might be the difference maker here.
That is Devin coming in when it matters, too. They need to keep this momentum up, and like, it's a shot in net! Yeah, the LaCinco12 are showing no signs of slowing down.
Speaking of slowing down, their boost management has been absolutely on the money here. Typically, Frontera Chrome take control of the field with all the boosts that they steal and the high amount of boosts that they have. But this time, it's LaCinco12 doing a great job managing their boosts. And if they can avoid the whiffs and keep making those saves, hey, they might be up 2-0 in this matchup.
Yeah. I mean, they're not playing flawless, but they're playing just good enough. They're playing, I mean, Palace with the pressure as well. Palace is in the offensive third on the ball quite a lot right now, and he's definitely not letting it go to waste as often as, you know, he normally has in the past. But I mean, yeah, Palace is currently a different man than he was in Cup, and runs out, gets around Mecky Ducky and finds an open net. Yeah, just a bit of a blunder by Mecky Ducky. He plays it around his teammate Shaybomb, and Runstyle is just able to follow it in for a free goal. There's definitely some communication errors happening on Frontera's side right now.
It has to be, because nothing else explains why this trio, Shaybomb, Chelsea Man 13, and Meki Ducky, are playing the way they are right now. And you know what? Adifo has just come back in. Adifo, you've been catching some of this action already. Can you explain what's going on? Because I am flabbergasted right now by how well LaCinco12 are playing.
I did say they might want some vengeance. I think they're just bringing out the vengeance right now.
That's true. There is definitely a fire on the side of LaCinco12 right now. Because they are not slowing down with the pressure. It feels like Frontera is just on the back foot constantly. I say that now, but Meki Ducky gets a triple pass. He pays past again, but Chelsea Man's there.
Wow.
I mean, off a mistake, but that's 3 players on the attack.
The full team play right there.
Yeah, every man involved. That's just what happens when you have 3 people who are pretty relentless when they have the pressure on their side. Devin with some nice control. Ball flying in middle though. Meki Ducky. Oh, Palace whips up the post, and it's a free goal for Meki Ducky, and they are right back in, tied up at 3s.
It is all level.
Yeah, that is just, Palace can't be missing that touch, but I mean, they've been playing pretty flawless so far, so unfortunately that kind of has to happen now.
You just got to take advantage of the mistakes when they happen, it seems like.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this game pretty much has been all mistake heavy. Definitely some good like connections by Frontera, but Frontera's making mistakes, and LaCinco12 is not slow to react to them.
Exactly. I think that's been the difference so far in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And it
Chelsea
looks
keeps it up. 0 seconds. Could this be a goal? No, there's a whiff, and we're going to
and
overtime.
We're going to overtime.
I mean, I don't know how much I expected LaCinco12 a lead out of game 1, and now be pushing overtime with such a lead at the start too. Definitely showing, but it's bouncing towards the net.
Oh, what a save! He had to
Pass
have
had
it.
to be there, and he has a counter shot. Will Chelsea have it? Yes, he does. He collects it well. Past 1. Chelsea man, pretty good on ball right now, but yeah, there's that. I mean,
Close.
pretty much trademark clear from LaCinco12, and he finds what's out in the middle.
Oof.
Yeah, there's definitely good pressure happening. And oh my god, what a save by Meki Ducky! And it's going the other way. What save
Another
back
good
the other
save.
way? I mean, this is a defensive masterclass from both teams. As I say that, Meki Ducky whiffs. Not gonna be anything punishing, but I mean, they're still whiffing from both teams a lot here, and you do not want to see that if you're on that team.
It's like Palace might have ran out of. He got low on boost. Gave up on the run there.
Rough touch by Runsa, but I mean, it finds Palace, and Meki Ducky off the wall. He is dangerous in the air. He isn't called Meki Ducky for no reason. And I mean, the tide is starting to shift towards Frontera now, as they're kind of keeping LaCinco12 on the back foot, and there's not a lot of boost in the tanks. But I mean, it's not looking like it's leaning to either side right now. I mean, it's looking like a really, really solid game.
Like as soon as you think you can call it, it just switches directions. We're going back the other way again.
Yeah, I mean, Shaybomb with the shot. What a save! And it's not. I mean, Chelsea man can't find a follow-up shot. Meki Ducky almost in, runs out again. I mean, every single player on the LaCinco12 is a part of this defensive effort. Now, once again, it's back the other way, and now Frontera Almost on back foot. I mean, that's a big miss from Shaybomb. It's a free shot. What's up? Finds it.
Oh. You just gotta make.
Game 2 goes to LaCinco12, and now they are threatening a sweep on the top of the table standing team.
Take advantage of the mistakes when they're made.
Yeah, I mean, they are relentless. Any mistake that's happening on Frontera is being met with a response by LaCinco12.
You ready to run down these stats?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty even too. It wasn't like it was a close game, but only 4 saves outside of LaCinco12, but I can remember each one, and each one was so important. And then
We got 8 saves on Chrome's side there.
yeah, I mean, it kind of just shows that they were in the defensive half for a while. I mean, they had that bounce back after their 3rd goal. It seemed like they had become a completely different team that they were playing, but I mean, it seems like Frontera isn't quite at their best, and LaCinco12 maybe aren't at their best right now, but they're definitely playing good enough to match this current Frontera team.
And some days that's all you need. You just got to be the better team that day.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's gonna have to be a big tide shift as we are about to go into game 3. Could this be a sweep? Or are we going to game 4? We shall see as kickoff goes underway. And right away, big pressure from Frontera. Good save by Runsao. Once again, just a defensive presence.
That's what
What's your
Chrome needs to
thoughts?
keep doing. I think
Yeah,
Chrome
I mean-
needs to pin them into their net. They seem to be
For
playing
sure.
a lot better in the last game when they were on offense.
Yeah, I can definitely recognize that Frontera is the team when they have the pressure in their favor. Good fake by Mecky Ducky and a bump by Chelsea, man. Not finding a goal. Yeah, they need to keep this pressure up.
That's lucky it didn't go into either net there.
Yeah. The ball is bouncing in all ways, and I mean, Mecky Ducky finding Chelsea, man. Once again, what a save by Ducky. Off the inside of the post, bounces out. I mean, dare I say it, LaCinco12 may be the better defensive team. I say that now, but Mecky Ducky, what a shot!
I think you might have cursed him there.
Yeah, I mean, commentators curse, shoot. My bad, LaCinco12, but what a shot by Mecky Ducky. I mean, you're not expected to save one of those rockets to the top left corner. It doesn't look like he's slowing down. Mecky Ducky!
Oh my goodness.
Another redirect from the right side of the field.
Has FSD found their stride here?
They might have. I mean, Mecky Ducky is clearly awake now. It seemed like he was sleeping before, but I don't think he's sleeping any longer.
Ooh, what a 50 there.
Oh yeah, and it's bouncing towards the goal. Off the post, and Palace does not read it. Devin with the shot. I mean, they're losing their pressure immediately too. Chelsea man's still up for this ball. Doesn't get, but Mecky Ducky is there again.
And we got a hat trick.
That is 3 for Mecky Ducky in the first minute and 45 seconds of the game. I mean, yeah, Mecky Ducky is woken up, and LaCinco12 needs some sort of change in motion, because if the momentum falls away from them, I don't see it coming back.
Ooh, a demo.
Good double
Good
demo,
demo.
only one. Shaybomb blocked it very clutchly. And,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
another shot! It's just... Yeah, the unrelenting pressure has definitely shown up by Frontera. They are here to play the game called Rocket League today. I mean, that's what they're good at. They have pressure that seems like it's never gonna end. And you can clearly see LaCinco12 on the back foot.
LaCinco12's got to find something to, rally and get back into game 5. Game 4, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not counting them out yet. They've scored 5 goals already against this team, but
That is true.
it's looking less likely. I'm not seeing as many mistakes, and Frontera definitely woken up on the offensive half. That's a big whiff. Mickey Ducky once again finding the outer man, and it just slides through all 3 of the defenders of LaCinco12. I mean, you can't just write that up to happen. It was going from...
Apparently you can.
You can! Now that seen it happen, but I did not expect that type of shift in momentum. I mean, LaCinco12 were up 2 matches and now they're losing 5-0 in the 3rd. This is... I mean, something needs to shift in the side of LaCinco12, but yeah, there's just pressure coming in every time, and I mean, and Mickey Ducky with the double tap again. He's just capitalizing everything. Yeah, it is. Game 3 is Mickey Ducky's game to play. I mean, he showed up and he's reminding everyone here who he is and the presence he has. I mean,
That's a good touch.
It's a great touch, great challenge.
Ooh.
Oh, even on the going backwards, they're still facing pressure from Frontera.
Unrelenting pressure.
Yeah. And here's another chance from Chelsea, man. Devin's there, but Shaybomb on the follow-up sneaks it by. Runs out, I mean, had the angle to save it, but that's just a great shot by Shaybomb to recognize he's coming across and go and find that left side. Yeah, it is looking nothing like it did in the first 2 games. It is fully in Frontera's control now. And something I'm noticing, I don't know if you see it too, but I'm not really seeing, I mean, wow, another goal. I'm trying to say, like, I'm not seeing LaCinco12 really having more than 2 people on the attack at once. It feels like they're all just in the goal or starving for boost. I mean, am I wrong? Are you seeing that too?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. It seems like their confidence has been shook a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's a time where even while they're still playing Rocket League, they have to really take a step back in the mental game. And I feel like it's almost a rushing to get this ball back in the other side instead of just their rudimentary, like, good clears. But
I say it all the time in our team chat. You got to be like a goldfish. The goldfish can't remember anything over 5 seconds.
It's true. Think like a goldfish. But I mean, even so, it is once again unrelenting pressure. Chelsea man up. They're going for 9 at this point. They are not slowing down, even with an 8-0 lead. They are not letting this momentum shift back in the other way of LaCinco12.
You know what they say about unrelenting pressure, though?
Yeah.
It creates
It's unrelenting.
No, it makes
that is
diamonds,
true.
man.
That's very true. But right now, I'm not seeing much diamonds being made. I don't doubt that they can come back from this, but something definitely has to change going into game 4. Because, I mean, that's a 0-second goal. Momentum shift could be happening off of that. That is kind of all they need. At least it is not an 8-0 scoreline. 1 goal off of the Brazil of the 7-1. But I mean,
One goal off of the Barca as well.
Yeah, true. But it is very good to see at least a little bit of bounce back at the very end. If maybe a little too late, but they can bring
This
that
is-
into game 4, then
Yeah, this is where they got to be like goldfish and not remember, like just wash that last game away and play like they were playing in the first 2 games.
yeah, I agree. I mean, you can see by stats, like, there's only 1 save for Frontera, and only 1 goal is scored against them. There's not a lot of shots happening on the
Yep.
side of LaCinco12,
I mean,
and
they
Ducky
pinned
has
them.
shown up.
Yeah, they pinned them in their net, which is what I
Yeah.
said they needed to do.
Sure, they are at their best when they're with their unrelenting pressure. As we've said a million times, it's their trademark. They will have that pressure in every game I've seen them play. And I mean, somehow I mean, Nelly in the chat, they're saying control the duck and don't concede early. I agree. I mean, that's kind of what they have to do here, but Meki Ducky isn't someone who just, allows you to control him. He is definitely a good enough player to find his own space on the ball. And, I mean, as we go into game 4, once again, already pressure going in. Chelsea, man, almost getting a double tap. And, ooh, bad touch by Meki Ducky. Loses a bit of their pressure. Sends it the other way.
Yeah. I think you got to know where Duck is at the very least.
Yeah.
Don't know
I
if you
agree.
can control him, but you got to know where he is.
Yeah, just have a pin on him, and I mean, already we're seeing some pressure. It's looking a little more composed. As I say that, big miss from Palace, and a bump from Meki Ducky. Runs out, recovers to get the touch. That is a crucial touch. And, I mean...
FSD's doing it again, though. They're getting pinned in their net right now.
Yeah. I mean, Shaybomb is finding his team as well. Shaybomb, when he's finding his teammates, it's not good for you because his teammates are Chelsea Man and Meki Ducky. And that's a great clear from Runsell, and he's sending it the other way. Maybe some pressure can be changed here. They're definitely not out, but it looks like they're losing possession here. Great demo by Devin.
Ooh.
It's a good touch, but it's coming the other way. Again, it's like a trademark. It's off the post. Off the post again. And now it's the counterattack. They need to capitalize, and they don't. Shaybomb with a clutch interception in the back.
It's a great bump interception there. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it would be a goal.
Yeah, very much so. And, I mean, we almost saw it again. Meki Ducky on the redirect. Not much you can do against it. You just have to have a guy up ready before he can even be there. But definitely easier said than done.
A little bit of aggression coming out this game.
Yeah,
Bumps
definitely.
everywhere.
Yeah, definitely not the same LaCinco12 too, as almost a goal. Meki Ducky with a clutch save again. I mean, you just have to expect clutch saves from this Frontera side. They are, as unrelenting as they are on the offense, they are very, very composed on defense when they have their motion.
Exactly. And as soon as they get you trapped in your net, it's just until they score it, you're going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, LaCinco12 have pressure in their favor right now. And, I mean, that's going to be a shot, and that's a goal from Devin. A bit of a blunder on the side of Frontera. They're all next to the ball, but none of them getting any touch on it. Just, I mean, that's just quick heads-up play by Devin to even get that going into the goal like that.
Is this like the momentum flip they needed?
I think so. I think there's definitely a momentum change with that final goal in game 3, and it's going the other way. And yeah, they aren't falling under the pressure like they have been last game. They're awake. I do think they're just maybe a little too comfortable being 2-0 up, and I say that now. Meki Ducky on the other side, he's got to try and find it mid. Great interception. I mean...
Oh, what a demo spawn. Wow.
A story to tell as Shaybomb spawns on the ball. Is that because he's a developer? I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna put past his skills. And I
Does he
mean,
have
still they
tools we
need to
don't
bounce
know
back.
about?
Yeah. But yeah, Frontera are down, and I mean, keep in mind, LaCinco12 are 2-1 up. If they win this game, it's the series, and they win the series against the #1 team in the standings. And as I say that, it's a big miss from Shaybomb. What a save by Chelsea.
But Chelsea's taking it back down the other way.
Yeah, Palace clears it. He's having none of that.
A little bit of blue
as long
ball
as they
right
can
now.
keep these big clears out, they aren't going to be falling to the pressures. When their clears aren't going past the midfield, that I feel like they're back. But oh, that's a free net! That's a
Oh
free
my
net from
goodness.
Runsau. Just a heads
What
up
a
play,
defensive lap.
yeah, just Shaybomb had to get a touch there. Meki Ducky maybe seemed like he thought Shaybomb had it for sure, but this might be leaning towards a LaCinco12 win in 4. I mean, it's a completely different game compared to last game.
They're being like goldfish right now, man.
Yeah, any memory of last game is gone, and any memory of last game to me is gone because I don't think I can compare this LaCinco12 team to when I was looking at. This is a new roster, a new lineup. Like, they have a new guy named Palese, and a guy named Runsay, and then a guy named Devon. I don't recognize any of these players because they are playing amazing right now. And time is counting down. Shaybomb with a shot. It is going to go in.
No,
A blunder from
Statistically.
Runsau.
there's still a chance.
There is still a chance. 5 seconds to go. There has... I mean... I'm not going to count them out, but there might be some dev play happening if this ends up being a Frontera win in this game, even at push overtime. They do a fake kickoff. Strategy off the kickoff. Meki Ducky's there. Puts it
That
over.
is
Devin is on it. He's going to put it
amazingly
down.
smart.
That's game. Wow.
Oh, wow.
LaCinco12 have won in 4 against the #1 standing teams. That's cinema.
That is absolute cinema.
That is the biggest upset of the Premier season, in my opinion, by far. What a game by LaCinco12.
Guess they wanted some vengeance, man.
I mean, yeah, like, wow. It wasn't controlling. It was just LaCinco12 were so awake that game that even with Frontera, they looked like they were playing pretty well with like just 1 laps in the defensive end, and that's just, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I did not really expect that outcome.
Chat saying it was the weather.
The weather? I don't doubt the weather being a factor. I mean, something had to be a factor, right? How did LaCinco12 just win that in not dominant fashion, but not far from a dominant fashion either?
The only outlier was game 3.
Yeah, true. And
Game 3
I
looked
mean,
completely different than all the other games.
sure, it was a completely, I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't recognize the LaCinco12 I saw in Game 3 compared to Game 4. That was a different team. They maybe handed their controllers, like maybe they all have siblings in the house, and they pass the controller to the sibling. But
Let their wife play.
yeah, something happened, something changed. And I mean, that was a play. And I believe we're going to have interviews now, starting with LaCinco12. I mean,
We can do a
wow.
quick rundown on the stats.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty, like, it wasn't, they're pretty similar stat lines for both teams.
yeah, it was not a dominant game 4 to say the least at all. It was very, very close, but I mean, there's maybe 5 mistakes overall, and LaCinco12 definitely capitalized on those mistakes.
I think Devin's ready for the interview.
Yeah,
possibly?
so yeah, we're gonna have an interview from Devin. In my opinion, the star of the Cinco Doce today in that game 4. Devin, how are you feeling after that big win?
I'm happy, I guess. I don't know. We haven't been doing that great this season. I feel like we've all been wanting to play better than we have been, and to be honest, we've low-key done shit. So I feel like this win definitely helped us a lot, and it kind of made us definitely boost the morale. I don't know. I forgot what the question was. I low-key just ranted. My bad.
Just how are you feeling? Yeah, you guys are currently 5th in the standings and 9 more after that big win. I think that pushes you into the top 4. Were you going into this with the thought of ooh, this could be a tough game, or are you going to it let's just play Rocket League?
It was kind of a mix of both. I had confidence we were gonna win because obviously I have confidence in my team. Saul's Runesal is the GOAT. Palace is he's always been here every single year when I come back and play. I had confidence in all of us. I knew we could all individually play well. I guess it just came down to if we were gonna actually display the best version of ourselves that we've all seen. So I kind of came into it let's just play Rocket League. I was confident. Honestly, I was confident we were gonna win. And randomly, whenever we were getting on and warming up, I'm not gonna lie, my internet was shitting itself. I started getting 100 ping in every game, and I went downstairs 5 minutes before the game started to ask my dad if he wanted to restart the Wi-Fi, and he said no because he's playing FIFA. So I low-key just played on my hotspot the entire time, and that was demotivating a bit, but clearly I did fine.
So you go up 2-0, and then game 3 happens. What was the mentality going into game 4?
I knew this was gonna be a question. Honestly, in game 3, by the time 4 goals were scored, we were nah, we got this. 5th goal scored, we just kind of started giving up. We didn't even talk about the game anymore. We were just fucking roaming around the field, just talking about what we did wrong and how we were gonna go into the next game. So I don't feel like it was that demoralizing. We already knew we lost, and we were just let's go next. We're up 2. They were just getting their first. We have time. We can fix what we did wrong and go into the next game doing well. So we weren't just sitting on it all game oh my god, we're down 8 goals, we're gonna lose. We were confident.
But that's a great mental. And to add to that, was that 0-second goal a bit of a momentum boost as well?
No. Whenever no, we got it and Pals was let's go, that's a new stat for me.
Didn't even come to mind. I guess you were just locked before it even came up. Wow, that's impressive to say at least, to get your mentality checked out. But also, why are you letting Palace pad its stats?
I like to donate. I'm nice. I don't have to show my true self, or else you just get nothing. But he's been nice to me, so I'll let him have a few.
And that's a great team player. What did you think of? There was definitely pressure from Frontera in all games. Was it ever almost annoying to play against? They had it in your half for almost all of 2 of the games that were played, and you still won one of those games. Was there adaptation to that, or was it just how the game played out?
The adaptation's weird. I don't think we really talked about them in general. I think we just talked about how we were playing. I know a lot, in the first few games, the first 2 games specifically, I was pre-jumping all of their hits, and it was working almost every time. So I just kept up with that. And after the first game, obviously these guys are the first seed. They're really good. I was I get shaky when I play competitive games and I'm nervous. So I was getting cold, so I put on my sweater, and then we almost lose instantly after. So we were they're take off the sweater, take off the sweater. That's our version of adaptation. We're not talking about them, we're talking about us. So I guess we just stuck with what we're doing, and we just had fun and played Rocket League. And
it's a sacrifice of the Rocket League gods.
I don't think I've ever been superstitious about a Rocket League game, but if it works for you guys, it's clearly working, because you just knocked out the #1 seed in, I'm not gonna call it dominant, but you guys definitely look like the better team.
There can be a conversation to be had about that. Game 3 was that was a separate series. We don't talk about game 3. but I do feel like we definitely played the best we played today.
So moving forward, what's your mentality moving forward?
We're just gonna do what we did today, and we're just gonna get on, talk about random shit for an hour, get in the game, and just lock in. I don't know. We haven't really played with each other outside of SGL, and me and Runesao actually did that for the first time this week, and I feel like that definitely helped me and him a lot, because I feel like in previous series, me and him always ran into each other, but me and him having a chance to just one-on-one talk and play got each other to know each other more, and I feel like that was definitely an improvement in the series. Like, I don't remember almost any times that we just ran head and into each other like we did before. So I guess for further games, we're just going to be confident and go into it with the mentality that we're going to win.
Heck yeah, I love it. Do you got anybody to shout out?
My team, my dad, for not restarting the Wi-Fi. I'm kidding. He's also on my team. Yeah, I mean, my dad, we're going through a lot of like kind of hard times with family right now, but I'm not going to get into that. But shout out to my team. Palace is really supportive. He's nice. Runesal also as well. He's just, all my team is just nice. They're supportive. Like, I'm the lowest rank on my team. Every time I make a mistake, I'm like, oh, my bad. But they're like, bro, it's not always your fault. Like, stop saying sorry. And that makes me feel better to know that I'm not like the issue on the team. Like, it's a cumulative issue. I'm not holding everybody back, and it's good to know that. So I just shout out them for being supportive.
Yeah, and I mean, with nothing else on my end, like, great talking to you. I mean, great win. I very much look forward to watching your future games if that's how you guys are playing, because, I mean, I kind of see you being able to beat every team in the league at this point. You just beat the #1 seed, and, I mean, I'd put you in my top 3 for teams in the league after that game. So, thank you, Devin. And
Thank you, bro.
have a good night. I mean, wait to win that game.
You too,
Good job,
bro.
guys.
You're goated. Love you, Lloyd boy. See you.
Good night. Take a quick peek at the stats.
Yeah, and do we have an interview from Frontera? As of right now, it doesn't seem like we have one. Oh, we do have an interview. It's gonna be Necky Ducky outside Frontera once he gets in here. And I mean, there he is, Necky Ducky from Frontera. How's it going, man? How do you feel after that loss? I mean, just run us through the motions.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a little disappointed. Can't be too disappointed though. We did have a very good start to the season. We've been undefeated so far, but I guess all good things have to come to an end, right? Fair play to our opponents. They were they were very good. I'm sure you had some questions about. Maybe you had some questions about how they played, but I guess no, they played very well. So yeah, GG's.
I mean, I just have one question as of right now. Game 2 happened, and that's the second loss now, and you can't sacrifice another loss. And then you win 8-1. Is your mental after that 8-1 maybe lighting up, and is what kind of allowed that loss, or like what happened in that Game 4 transition that just didn't have that 8-1 mentality over it?
It was kind of like, I want to say, that 8-1 game, we were playing very aggressively. We were trying to look for the really quick counterattack. So, that means leaving a man upfield and kind of leaving ourselves exposed. It's a riskier strategy than, say a normal rotation. So, sometimes it works really well, like you saw the 8-1, and then sometimes it ends up working against you, because I think in Game 4 we did have a lot of pressure for like the first minute and a half. We could go back watch the replay, but we had a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, we couldn't convert, and that's due to they had really good defense in some of the games. So, yep.
So going forward, looking forward to your next series, is there anything you're going to change, or you're just going to run it back?
I think we're just gonna run it back. To be completely honest, I think the thing that caught us the most off guard was the pace of the play. Like all three of them were just absolutely speed demons. You know, they were pressing very high, and to be honest, we haven't played a team like that this season. Like usually we do have a lot more space on the ball, so at least that's how I felt this game. You know, just had like no time at all to think about our plans, think about our play. So, no, I think we're just gonna run it back. You know, it's been working very well all season, of course, and you know, we're not gonna play them every week. So, you know, why bother changing it?
That's true. I mean, just showing off that playing fast is a way to go against you. Do you worry that other teams are gonna maybe pick that up, or is that maybe not a thought that's really coming across the head and you're just confident in your ability to play?
I mean, I'm not worried if teams want to do that. You know, like we can make our own adjustments as well. So it's not a problem really.
You got to do what you're good at, right?
That is true. You know, like some teams, they want, you know, you either you dictate the you know how the game is flowing, or you know you try to counter what the team is doing. You know, I've always been one to like try to dictate it, and yeah, well, it usually works out, but we'll see.
You got anything else,
then-
Lloyd boy?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
one other thing. In that game too, that was an extremely close game. Did you feel anything that, you know, like you guys noticed you were doing wrong that changed in the next game? Like, what was the change that made you get that 8-1 win? Because something happened. You guys definitely woke up. And did you keep that in game 4, or was it just it kind of maybe got lost away?
No, we definitely kept it in game 4. You know, what we talked about in game number 3, like going game 2 into game 3, what we talked about was, okay, they're pressing us very high. So we need to find a way to get like quick counterattacks. And so, you know, that means trying to keep one person up to try and follow up the clears. Because one thing that was really hurting us in games 1 and 2 were the clears, especially from Palace. I think he did a really good job of recognizing, like, you know, from the long clear, okay, where can I put this ball to where it's gonna make it's gonna make us the most uncomfortable. And he was like always putting it in a spot where we just couldn't easily clear it back. So, you know, props to him. He did really well on that. So, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I notice this every week, but you guys in the goal are unstoppable. Is there any, you know, practice behind that, or is that just you guys are great in the goal?
You talking about like the defense, or?
Yeah, your guys' defense, your saves, especially in this game, were insane. I mean, yeah, how's that come to be?
I don't know if we're doing anything like particularly special, but like I think on defense we do a really good job of communicating, like, okay, who's you know, who's gonna press next, who's going next. So we always have a really good idea of who's gonna, you know, take the next block, and like so the other people can go grab boost, and you know, we try to keep that rotation running pretty smoothly. So I think that definitely helps us, you know, makes it look like we're getting a lot of saves, maybe.
You had a bunch of saves. Someone in chat said you had like 8 or 9 in one game.
Really? Okay, I gotta
Yeah.
look back at the stats. I didn't notice that. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also a bad thing. Like, we don't want to be conceding that many shots on net, right? Like, that's.
Yeah, and that's Palace saying that, so I believe that was
okay.
game 2. You guys had 8 saves. I mean,
Oh my.
yeah. I do not think you guys played poorly. I do think LaCinco12 were on their A game, especially. I mean, thank you for showing up. Do you have any shout outs before we let you go? Anyone you want to mention?
Wait, one more thing. I mean, that game 2 was like so close, like you said. You know, we had a shot that was like, it was going top bins, and then I don't know who on Cinco Doce saved it, but it's either Palace or I don't know who saved it, but I mean, that was like, it was going in, man. I thought it was in. I mean, I didn't drop my
The
controller,
one from
but I
Runsau. Yeah. Oh my
I
gosh.
damn near
I didn't
put my
think it was
controller
gonna be.
down.
Yeah. I didn't think
Yeah.
that was gonna be gold. That was. I agreed. That was an amazing save.
Yeah, so yeah, fair play to them, like I said earlier. So
Yeah. And then but any shout outs you have? Anyone you want to shout out on your team? You know, maybe family.
you know, I don't know who's in the chat right now, but like, just shout out all the SD guys. We had a fun week last week. We were both playing the Sounders team, so it was a cool little like rivalry week kind of thing.
The West Coast rivalry, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and also
mean-
San Diego beat Portland 4-0, so we're going to
Okay,
the
that's
next
just
round.
uncalled for,
Heck
man.
yeah.
Dude, come on, dude. What's up with that?
I'm sorry,
I mean,
Lloyd boy.
Thank you for the interview showing up. I don't really want to say anything more to you after that last comment. Defo, if you want to send him off, you can do that by all means.
I mean, if the Sounders aren't going to be there, the Timbers shouldn't be. But
Alright, thanks for
all right, good
testing,
night,
guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Good night, Mekadeki. Looking forward to your future matches.
Yeah, see you.
let's take a look at the stats.
Yeah, look at the. Yeah, let's see the results, and I do want to see a table after that. That's
We got season 10. This is Premier League results and championship.
yeah, that's the first premiere match of the week, and I mean that it may be harder to get a better result than that. I mean, game 5s will definitely be fun to watch, but I just did not expect a game like that, and
It's
I mean, we
crazy.
saw a
Upset of the
sweep.
year.
Yeah, I'd say upset of the season, but I'm not gonna say it now because if they keep playing like that, they're gonna beat every team in the league. So, and then
They won't-
on the
They won't be
championship
upset
side,
then.
Steel Army swept EC Defiance. Steel Army's looking very, very good in a championship.
And unfortunately, Rebellion swept Eternal last night.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's good that the Sounders lost, but I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm not insinuating anything either. Cough, cough. Looking forward to the matches of Premier coming up to EM Dallas Burn versus KC Cauldron. I sense a good game out of that one for sure.
That one's on at Friday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and then we have a little bit of a rivalry match between the Timbers and Sounders coming up. I'm playing in that one. I doubt that Sounders are gonna do anything. Yeah,
Is there? Do you guys have a time yet?
not yet. Still to be determined. Definitely some scheduling stuff happening. And then we have El Matador against ECRC.
That's gonna be a good game.
That one's also a good game. I don't see any bad games on this table.
Didn't El Matador and ECRC just play in the cup last week?
I believe they did, unless that was Sounders RC, but I think you're right. And if that is the case, then ECRC was the ones who won.
EMS says they did. EM beat ECRC.
Yeah.
closely.
Yeah, and
Maybe ECRC is gonna come back with some vengeance.
yeah, I mean, that is a revenge game happening right away, so definitely gonna be looking forward to that. Maybe we see some aggression from ECRC. It can happen. I mean, I believe that's Toad Death on ECRC.
Yeah,
He
Code
is
Death.
he's a
He's a monster.
great player. Yeah, he is great. He's in my top 3 players in the Prem League, in my opinion. He's just,
He's a really nice guy too.
he is a nice guy. I will give him that. Other than the fact that he's a Seattle fan, he's a great guy. But
On the championship side, we got FSD Azul and Las Verdes tomorrow night at 10:30.
that could be a game. I mean, that is
Any low key predictions?
not.
Too early? Too early to call?
I'd say Las Verdes. It'd be an upset for Las Verdes to be winning that match, but I can't ever count out a team in Rocket League. It's an ever-changing video game. So
For sure.
if Las
Las
Verdes can get
Verdes
the
is
first game of the season, then
Yeah, they're a strong side. They're a strong side.
yeah.
They just haven't had the ball fall in their favor so far.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't count out a team because I mean, Axe and Rose last season didn't have any presence in the championship, but then they now have a win in the championship for the first time. So
We're pulling up
count
the
out
table
teams.
here.
yeah, and wow, looking at the Premier table after that game, that boosts LaCinco12 into third. I mean, there's still games to be played, but that's a big 14 points to have. I mean, if we get swept, it's not going to happen, but if we do get swept by Sounders, they are now tied with us. And then if ECRC don't win, then they're ahead of ECRC, and I mean, that's a big change in table for LaCinco12.
For sure. The next 2 premier matches are gonna shake up that table quite a bit.
Yeah, you're completely not wrong. And then on the championship side, I mean, the Rebellion still have a game to play. Steel Army
Rebellion already played the
currently
game.
or did they?
Yeah, they played DC Eternal last night.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, wow. So Steel Army just has the point advantage. I mean, there's definitely been some sweeps on that side. And
Steel Army
Rebellion-
does have a game more played, but I
Okay,
don't think they
do.
have their
Gotcha.
bye yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There are buys in play. But on that side of the table, it's looking pretty dominant from 2 specific teams, and the rest are kind of just fighting for scraps. It looks like it's going to be a title fight between Rebellion and Steel Army, and then the best of the rest shall be decided. I'm not going to count any of them out. There can always be changes made, especially in the championship. It's a very, very malleable league.
Las Verdes is still looking for their first point.
Yeah, and it could happen.
I think we're gonna see it tomorrow. I'm
Really?
gonna say
You
that.
think-
I think
yeah.
they're gonna get
Wow.
one for sure.
I don't know if I
I'll
can.
call it.
I want to give them my energy. I'm gonna say this: Las Verdes versus FSD Azul is going to Game 5. I'm gonna give that energy as much as I can.
I'll say at least game 4.
I'm gonna
Then
try
bring
and
them 1
lead
point.
as much as I possibly can for them. I want to. They deserve something. They deserve it.
I think they're a strong side. They just haven't gotten the cohesion. I think maybe.
Yeah, and then on the bottom of the other side, Sounders OC are also yet to have a win, and
Are we gonna see their first point? Oh, they have 6 points. I'm sorry.
yeah, they have points, but they don't have a win in a series yet. Not planning on allowing them to have a win in a series. They are the Sounders, after all. But
Yeah, the Sounders RC have unfortunately had 2 reverse sweeps. Oh, they've been up
that's
2 games.
true.
and
I totally, yeah, that is correct. They have been reverse sweeped twice, and yeah,
It's unfortunate, yeah.
I mean, yeah, and as much as I like rooting for a bomb team to show up, maybe we can wait a week, and then maybe wait my entire lifetime before I support the Sounders in any way, shape, or form. On the other hand, I do want El Matador Dallas Burn to start showing up. I mean, they're definitely able to. And I mean, it's just it's tough for them right now, but they have a great team. I mean, Caesar, amazing player. Wicca, amazing player. Huey, amazing player. Pico David is there. Sorry, that was a joke. He is a solid player. But I mean, their last game, I believe, they lost to a team that we just watched win, and now they're going into who are they going into? I believe it was, I forgot what we were just saying. I think it was KC, and I mean, it's just not an easy match. They aren't going into anything easy to bring their table points up.
There's been surprises though.
Yeah,
You had a surprise today.
Today was a surprise, so don't count it out. But I mean, I don't have anything else. Do you?
Good. No, I don't got anything else either.
Alrighty then. I mean, it seems like we're wrapping up. We saw a great game today. Thank you everybody who's sticking around to the end, who showed up. If anyone's watching a VOD, thanks for watching a VOD. And I mean, have a great night, everybody.
Good night, SGL. Godiva signing off.